Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. We are inside Golodir and we need to find the elf Lorniel to read the scroll that we got from Rhunendin on the previous episode. And where's Lorniel? Not quite sure. Is he like over here? Lorniel's room, yeah. There he is.
The sorrows of the Eldar are never ending.
Alas, but I have never taken the time to learn the cruel mutterings of the orcs. I have no desire to speak with them by any means save my sword. If this scroll did indeed come from Khârn Dûm, Elrond half-elven may have an interest in it, and he assuredly knows the black speech. Go to Rivendell and seek out the master of the last homely house, if you would know the answer to your riddle, yeah. So, it's quite fortunate that we got the master to Rivendell when we hit level 44. As this is gonna be really quick. Anytime now. Okay. Here we are back in Rivendell. Didn't think we'll be back so soon, really. But it was gonna take a little bit longer to return here. Okay, and Beriathan, if I'm not mistaken, is the vector, not the vector to Aragon, so Beriathan, what kind of quest are you gonna give me? I'm gonna talk to you in just a moment. Wrong turn. We are back in the library.
A strange fate brings you hither.
What is this? You were sent by the daughter of Golodir and by the elf Lorniel. What a strange fate has brought you hither? The shadow of Angmar has grown with the shadow in the east. Give me the scroll. I will unravel this mystery for you.
Will you lend me your aid once more?
Lorniel's hopes were not wholly in vain, for this scroll does indeed reveal a way to pass the gates of Khârn Dûm. The scroll tells of a special key needed, forged of that black iron found only in the foul pits of Angmar, and the secrets of its crafting. I believe such a key could be made of mithril, for the strength of Moria silver may overcome whatever resistance the luck may give. Unfortunately, we have not mithril to use. Perhaps you should seek the aid of Lord Dwalin at Thorin's Hall in Ered Luin. The dwarves know best the secrets of mithril. It is they you should speak with. I have transcribed the contents of the scroll in Westron. The dwarves should have no difficulty reading it. Okay. So, Elrond is technically correct. Citadel Guard helmets are made from mithril, but I don't think Beriathan is willing to part with his to forge a key. So let us talk to Beriathan before going to Thorin's Hall.
Legovana, might you spare a moment of your time?
Okay, now this is the same forward that was available for us in Golodir, so I think actually this is the forward for book 2, or volume 2. Don't know.
You may be of service to me.
And into the rift, talk to Glorfindel. Gonna skip that as well. So what is the quickest way to Thorin's Hall? Osgurud, Ree, and Thorin's Hall, I would believe. And this is the part where the epic starts doing more of this, more of go this, get this, and return, and as you're traveling all over the place, which is a good way for you to visit many different locations that you might have not already visited, but it's not as easy for other classes, obviously, as you need to ride there. And even with swift travel, even swift travel cannot compete with Warden Masters or the Hunter Ports. So we are saving a little bit of time with that.
Well met.
So let us go first, South Free. And let me double check. Is there any other quest that we can advance? See? But this one, talking to Hickey Goldwatcher, we can advance. There are a lot of people in here, for a lot of nice outfits.
Greetings.
And let's go to Westbury.
What can I do for you?
And Thorin's Gate. Okay. So
Greetings.
you have this table unlocked by default, but
Hello, friend. Could you help
Okay.
me with something?
VIP
Could I
rewards,
speak with you a moment?
no services. Okay. Well, it's nice to have, but I don't know, because they have an expiration time. Sometimes, I mean, going
Stop and hear my accursed tale.
going back to one of these major hubs just to get the subscriber services seems like go out of the way for the way in which we are playing this, so that's why I'm not getting it. Hail Beriathan, if you are seeking glory among the dwarves of Thorin's Hall, we have need of more sturdy adventurers to aid us in our struggle against the accursed Darhans. If you are interested, seek Thort outside of the Bluestone Garrison. I think this is the vector for Arnor. I'm not sure, but that's what seems most likely to me, as that is a high level area within Ered Luin. It makes sense. Because you see, all the other quests are already marked gray. We're not gonna even bother with that. Unless by any chance start doing a completionist run for this. But I don't see that happening anytime soon. The real question is, where is Heiki Gold Watcher?
Welcome! You have come at a most fortuitous time.
Because I do know where Dwalin is, that's quite simple. But Heiki, I think is not far away either, but... Okay, in fact I think he is right over here, atop these stairs.
At your service and your families.
Finally, word from Ladus Sharpshard. What? What's this? You brought the strong boxes? That fool, did he even read in my note to him? I wanted the name of Halmar Stoneshaper's father. I will make a note of this in my records. Wait, you met Halmar's descendant? Good, good. Did he tell you his father's name? Halmar? Oh, Peter was the first Halmar's father. Ah, very good. That is exactly what I wanted to know. I suppose I'll add the gold here to the treasury, although it really matters not to me. I honestly did not expect there to be any treasure left after all these years. No, the name of Halmar Stoneshaper's father is really all I needed. Filling in the gap in the records is the real treasure. Yeah, well, that necklace we just got is virtually identical to the one we already have. Exiles from the Lonely Mountain. This is for Enedwaith, Fort Maru, Narspeak, Pool of the King, Arianand, Mordirith. Okay, it's gonna be a while before we complete that deed. But it would be much worse advancing it in Enedwaith and then finding out you have not used the marker in Thorin's Hall. Thank you.
Greetings.
Greetings, man. You have come from Elrond of Rivendell? Then you will have the aid of Durin's folk. Let me see that scroll.
Will you help me?
That we can forge this key I have no doubt, but there are some items that we'll need before we can begin. Master Elrond's instructions said that we need mithril, but there is none to be had in the Blue Mountains. Also, we will need something to cast a mould from. Now, one of the gifts Bilbo took back from the Lonely Mountain was a nugget of mithril. I doubt he understood its value, so he probably left it behind when he returned to Rivendell. However, he may have given it to the Mathom House in Michel Delving. Perhaps the keeper of the Mathom House can help you with that. As for the casting, Atlas Spiderbane sent word that the Arched Guards found a ruined key among the bodies of the Black Wolves. John Brackenbrook may still have it. If their leader was from Angmar, as I have heard, it may be that key is just what we need to cast them out.
Might you lend me an ear?
Talk to Dwalin in the Misty Mountains. That's just a vector to the area, so no. I have already talked to Glowing, he's fine. Don't you worry. I got it covered. Right now what we'll need to do, as you see, yeah, there's a lot of back and forth involved in this book. This book onwards, but it's especially evident for this. As we'll need to gather these materials. We'll go back to Dwalin, and then, if I'm not mistaken, there will be another instance. At some point, there is an instance to revisit Skorgrin's tomb, but I don't remember if this is on this book or if there's on a future book. In any case, we still need to do a lot of back and forth, visiting a lot of different areas. And Beriathan is about to, well, make his second visit into the Shire. He visited Creek Hollow many episodes ago, so he already is familiar with hobbits, but he has not been inside the Shire proper, especially so deep in the Shire as Michel Delving. It's gonna be quite a sight, I would expect.
What do you need?
So, where's Michelle delving? There we go. Alright. On the Matham house, okay. It's north, but just to be safe, let us pick up the stable master, unlock it. For completionist purposes, basically, as the stable master collection, I think, is the only one that I will ever be able to complete 100%. It's not so difficult, but it does require you to visit every single area of the game, and that's what I plan to do.
Hello there.
What can I do for you? A mithril nugget? Never heard of it. Oh, you mean that chunk of silver old Bilbo brought back from his adventures? I thought it was too light for real silver. Well, it must have little value then, and I don't see why we should keep it. You're quite welcome to take it. Here. Okay, that's easy. And now, since we're not gonna come back to the Shire for the time being, and this is quite a building. Yeah, not every day you can stand so close to a hobbit hole, so this is one for the ages. Now we need to get to Archet. We'll just take the stable master to Archet. Well, to Calm. And then we'll ride to Archet. But it's not so bad. Not so far.
A lovely day, isn't it?
Calm. We're back in Combe after so long. Feels like a lifetime almost, although in Middle-earth's calendar it's been what, 1-2 months? A little bit more than 2 months. Last time Beriathan traveled through this path, he hadn't even recovered his Citadel gear. Did the people of Archet know he was from Gondor? He was a Citadel guard? Are they gonna be surprised when they see him arrive? I'm not sure. I hadn't thought about that, to be honest with you. What I do know is that this music is fantastic. A lot of memories. Feels... I mean, it put things in perspective, thinking the first time I ever heard the song was 10 years ago. How many adventures since then?
Greetings.
Greetings, friend. What may I help you with? You say you have come all the way from the Blue Mountains to retrieve that old ruined key we found among the Blackwolf's belongings? It is true that it was found among things we believe were Calder cops, which is the only reason I kept it. It's quite useless. Here, may it assist you in your endeavors. Okay, so we got everything you asked for, Lord Dwalin. Can we get the key now? Can we please I didn't think I will say this, but can we please go back to Angmar? I would willingly want to go to that place, but that's where we're going. But now that I think of it, just a moment in here. Brilliant. Water Down, Salt Forest, Ruins of Brilliant, Bronze Folly, and Blackwolf's Roost. We can do both, now that we're here. We're still missing Southgard Ruins, but there will be plenty of chances to revisit Bree. West Folly. Still missing Lord of the Prince of Cardland, History of the Dúnedain. And I think there are more of those, not in here, not in West Folly maybe, but in the Blackwolf Roost, certainly. There is one of them. So hey, thank you for bringing me back to Archet. I had totally forgotten about this. Okay, so here we have the Blackwolf's Roost. What piece of the history of the Dúnedain are we gonna find in here? Put over here. Yeah. The Ancient Cairn. So we're missing a crest and an obelisk. God, and once again, I think the crest is in Bree, just... That one is one that I always forget about. But yeah, that one should be in Bree, the crest. But that leaves us with the obelisk. And maybe that one is located in Southgard Ruins. But of course I wouldn't have. Southgard Ruins I think is over here in the Vale of Andrad. Yeah, we didn't visit that location. I do like the quests in there, but I guess at that moment I was just ready to move on. So it was nice visiting, but I already gotta go.
What can I do for you?
Take me to Thorin's Gate. That's right. Take it from here. Yeah, this is the moment where you start wondering how exactly does one character is able to do all this. The travel from Angmar to Rivendell to the Blue Mountains to the Shire and Bree and then back to the Blue Mountains, that would take a long time. I mean, by the time a normal human being in the Lord of the Rings universe in Middle-earth makes that kind of journey, considering where we are in the calendar, probably would have already destroyed the ring. Like, hey, here's the key, well, no problem. Not needed right now, so...
What do you want?
Ah, I was right. The hobbits did indeed have Bilbo's nugget. I hope you didn't have to hurt anyone to get it. Oxtail didn't even know what it was? Well, it should be no surprise to me. A hobbit would not know truly precious metals if you gave them a hoard. And I see you retrieved the key from John Brackenbrook. We have all we need. Go now and take these items to Littley by the forge there. He will get started on the key. Off to the forge. Yes, I was saying, that kind of trip by the time you get back to Dwalin and the key is ready, like hey, the Dark Lord's already gone, so never mind. But I do have my own theory on that. Not equal taxes, but it's just yeah, there's no way for a single character to have done all this. So if canonically all this were to happen, we would have needed a lot of different characters to do this within the time given by the book's timeline. I mean, it's not a perfect explanation, but I think it makes a little more sense than just assuming the eagles are taking you everywhere. And now it seems the guy I needed to talk to, Littley, is not in these forges. Or the guild halls. Weird, I thought they were over here, weren't they? I mean, it's been a long while since the last time I visited the metalsmith or the weaponsmith guilds, but I seem to believe they were over here, actually. Okay, so where's Littley? Oh yeah, I see the forge now Dwalin was talking about, and now I feel like a total idiot doing all this. Okay, here we are.
What do you want?
So you're the one Dwalin was talking about? You have the mithril, I see, and the foul key from the Angmar. Alright then, give them here. I'll get started on smelting down that mithril. The problem is that there will be a problem shaping this metal. Perhaps you should speak with Dwalin. Never so simple, yeah? Picking mithril is an easy task. Special shaping hammer. Okay, so yeah, I guess this is the moment where we'll go back to Forgrim's Tomb, maybe.
What do you need?
A mithril shaping hammer. Ah, I've seen but one of those in my entire life, and I've not seen one since... oh dear.
Come and stay a moment.
To work with mithril, you need a special hammer, so special in fact that we only ever had one here in Thorin's Hall. Roar's hammer, the hammer of Thorin's grandfather, which Thorin brought here. Of course, since we never had any mithril to work, we never used it. When most of the Longbeards moved back to the Lonely Mountain, the hammer got left behind, and, as an insult to us, I'm sure, the Dark Hands took it and placed it in Skorgrim's tomb as a tribute to him. At least that is what one of them told us. We tried reclaiming that tomb, but it seems cursed. Vile things started lurking in the shadows there. I would say we should just let it lie there, but this task of yours is important enough to warrant opening the tomb again. You'll not find any dwarves willing to go in there, so you will need to retrieve the hammer yourself. The tomb lies south of here in the Berghold. Okay, this will be the last task we need to complete for the dwarves in order to get the key. There I thought we would be able to enter Carndom after getting the scroll, yeah. You wish. Here is where we were headed.
Dwalin, Lord of Thorin's Hall, has tasked the heroes of Eriador with recovering Thorin's hammer from the tomb of Skorgrim, where the dour hands have enshrined it as a memorial of victory over Durin's foe.
Okay, so... Oh, white! Well, I will thank you that. That way I can advance my racial deed when I complete it. And we start getting revered white remains, which we will also need for the class quest. So might as well kill them all. Oh god. So yeah. Cannot take a straight route. You're not gonna throw me off this bridge, you hear me? Putrid fingernail. Hunters and lore masters, and not me. Okay, down they go. Yeah, it seems I just did, yeah, an unnecessary detour. Could have just used the stairs from the get-go. Didn't remember that happened. Oh. Who else is coming after me? The arm? Okay, level 46. Spear of Virtue and Javelin of Virtue. Oh! This is gonna be fun. Gonna be fun indeed. So hopefully I was able to hit a few of them with Brink of Victory. Come on! Are you please get in front of me? Jesus. Okay, and this white supposedly can, some of them at least, can drop the lore of the Cardland Prince, the page that we're missing. Maybe it's already on the missing, on the pending loot pack? I hope so. But it seems we're not so lucky. Okay, so we need a break. We need a break. Need to give some time for these arms to catch us. They're really annoying, man. Did you know? Die. Alright. So fire the mill. We're finally here. I greet thee, thou hast come far, and I will not disappoint thine expectations. God's hammer shall be mine if thou art able to defeat me in battle. Let's begin. Okay. Defeated fire the mill. Collected a hammer. But hopefully before you kick us out, we can kill this guy. Please drop the page. We need... Why do you have to be so mean, right? I know I gotta live. I know. Ah, this is the exit. That's cool. Yeah, come over here, boy. Not the best picture, but I want to take it nonetheless. Now we can exit. Do you have permission to use that? Okay, I'll exit the old-fashioned way. I'm gonna make my way back to the entrance of the instance. Okay, so now gotta return to Dwalin. Go, my trusted steed, go! And since we're already level 46, we can equip these cloaks. We can take them out of the quick bar and put them over here. Very well, very well. Here we are. Fort Dwalin.
Well met.
Roar's hammer. I never thought to see it again. Your efforts will not be forgotten, Beriathan. Quick now. Take the hammer to Littley and he will get to work on your key.
Well met.
Ah, you found the hammer. Excellent, Beriathan. A chance to work more as silver. I never thought I'd see the day. Come now, let's get to work. Fortunately, your timing was perfect. While you were gone, I used the cast and made the key blank. I must admit, I have not been this excited in years. Here we go. Yeah, at long last we got it, girl, if I know. There, it's done. Mithril is quite a wonder. I've never worked with anything quite like it.
Come and stay a moment.
A key to Carndum. Who would have dreamt anyone would wish to enter that accursed city? Well, there is little else that I can do for you. You should return now to your task. Good fortune to you, Beriathan. So we can return to Gav's fort near. It is fortunate that we found that location to our milestone on the previous episode. That saves a lot of time. And so we can finally speak with Lorniel. I don't like exactly being back in Nangmar as well, Geralif, but this is where we need to be.
How can I be of service?
You have returned with a key. Let us hope, my friend, that the key from which this was cast was not a false guide.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Your efforts have renewed my hope, Beriathan. The time has come to move against the false king. Fortunately, I have just received word from Raghnall that my father was being moved outside of Carndum to Rhunendin. With the key you have forged, no door will be barred to us. We will never have a better chance to free my father. Are you with me? If so, speak with me again when you are ready to leave. I know you're afraid, Geralif, but don't worry, I'll protect you, but we need to go. Are you ready to leave, Beriathan? Who knows how long we have before my father is moved once more.
Using the scroll of the Hillmen, a key to the gates of Carn Dûm has been forged. Now the heroes of Eriador and Lorniel, daughter of Golodir, must pass the gates of the Iron Fortress and free the Ranger from the clutches of Mordirith, the steward of Angmar.
Alright, so we're already here finally, after many travels, at the gates of Carn Dûm.
A shadow is on my spirit.
Good, so far we have passed unnoticed by the enemy. Now we must see if we can find my father. I have no insight into where exactly he may be. Raghnall did not tell me where in Rhunendin he would be found. We will have to make a careful search. Prepare yourself, who knows what lies ahead. Tread carefully now. Oh, come on, I gotta stop using the rotation for an Unerring Strike. I don't have it yet, please remember that. Please remember that. I tell you, I'm gonna be really happy when I finally get that gambit. You're a fallen ranger. Oh, come on, and the time I remember not to do it, you don't give me the mastery I needed. Alright. So it did not be him. Come on, I wanted to get a brink of victory. Okay, so this is not Golodir. Yeah, I'm glad to, Garliv. You can see another fallen ranger ahead. Please tell me that was a crit. Completed efficient shield work, yes! Okay, this poor soul is not your father. Key does not work here. I'm not sure why the key did not work, but I did see a means to open a gate. On the other side of the gate there is a lever. I will wait here and watch the pass behind us, so I'm going to infiltrate this. We have some time to check this. Efficient shield work. Completed at long last. And 5 LOTRO points too. Oh, as well. So let me check. Find weakness, perseverance, and well, a lot more. And which is the next one that we will most likely complete? This one, Fierce Resolve. Come on. That's right. let's continue working on the ambush and critical strike dates. Completed Ankmarim's lair. Okay. So, reputation with the Council of the North and Doom of the Ankmarim title, alongside 5 LOTRO points. Yeah, that's it. So. For the advanced deed, I need 200 of them. We have already killed 100. It doesn't seem like that, but it kinda makes sense as well. Remember when we returned to Dunkabat to defeat Gileandras? We killed a lot of Angmarim there. Some more trolls. Read it, for God's sake. Read it. Open the gate for Lorniel, please. Okay, let me continue, please. Wanna see something good that we have in here? This one. Power rank. Medium armor, agility, physical mastery, finesse, critical rating. But it's an item level of 49. We're gonna leave it in here while we get the rest of those. Room for level 49. More journals and war dispatches. I got a feeling that I had to open the gate for Lorniel before I continue on. Yeah, there it is. They do like their fears, that's for certain. Open the gate for Lorniel. That's a lever she told me about. Where's the lever? Ah, here. Good work.
Silently now, darkness approaches.
It is very strange that the key did not work on this gate. I hope we do not encounter any other unexpected surprises as we continue on. I do hope so as well. Be on your guard. Okay, so I already took care of the trolls in here. You're welcome. And this is not Golodir either. Stop it with the stalak, please. Please let me use the gambit? For God's sake. Come on. Come on. Okay. They fall down. Where's Lorniel? Where is Lorniel? Okay. Here. He is not here.
Stay a moment.
My father is not here. How could Raghnall's words have proven false? I fear that we will have to go into Carndum itself. Gay. Father. See, Golodir, it is as I promised. Here is your daughter, and here is Beriathan and all the others you have watched for so long. You see, for a great many days Golodir has watched you from afar through a palantir. I told him that seeing your failures would break his will. Yet, as he saw your successes, he thought me the fool. Now, though as he sees your final defeat at my hands, he shall know true despair, and in his despair he shall abandon all hope and become a servant of the Iron Crown. Oh, there's a Ragnar treasure here. That I can, of course, not use. Can I kill this guy? God, I hope so. I mean, if we can connect our dots, we have a chance. It is enough, do not waste my time with you fools any longer. Live now and take Golodir with you. I have accomplished what I set out to do.
Leave me be.
Golodir speaks through choking sobs. No, Lorniel. He was right, Mordirith was right. He was just playing with me, with you. He could have defeated you today if he had truly wanted to. All the time seen through the palantir, I thought I would see the victory, that Lorniel and you, that you would free me, would bring about the downfall of Angmar. It's all gone. All it's lost.
I fear we have not seen the last of the false king.
Quickly, we must leave this terrible place.
Lorniel, daughter of Golodir, sought to free her father from the clutches of Mordirith at Carndum. but her plan was folly, for Mordirith slew her at the gates and allowed Golodir to go free, a broken man. What hope can Eriador have against a wraith nearly the equal of the Witch King himself?
That was not pretty.
Leave me be.
Why did you come? Why did you allow Lorniel to come? I would sooner have dwelt there in torment for 1,000 years than to see my only daughter perish at the gates of the Forsaken Place. Here, I took this accursed key from Lorniel before we left her behind. But no, I no longer wish it. Take it.
Would you do something for me?
Okay. I have nothing left, thanks to your carelessness. If you wish to speak with someone, speak with Lorniel. He will have to continue to fight on now, without me. So let us add the key of Carndum to our key ring and let us equip this helm. So it's kinda it's kinda funny if you think about it, but the previous episode ended when Lorniel asked us to go and talk to Lordan, and this episode has ended also when Golodir has asked us the same. So on next episode we'll go talk to Lordan and see what we can do to continue the fight against the false king of Angmar. For the time being, this has been Beriathan of Citadel Guard Adventures. Thank you once again for joining me on this journey, and I will see you back on the next episode. Thanks once again, stay safe, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.